Hello and welcome back to the channel. It has been a while. I did recover my voice now. I feel really good right now. I have big news. I am taking vocal lessons now, like basic lessons, and in December I will have harsh vocal lessons. Those are big news because it is a commitment, quite. I mean, it takes some money, takes some time, but in the end, I think it's worth it, right? Invest in yourself is the best investment you can do. I did take something from my vocal lessons with Miriam. I do hope I do her justice, but then again, this is a vocal diary, and whatever comes out of my mouth is just the current state of art. And maybe in a year or something, I will look back and it will be so much better, and I can do a comparison or something. Maybe this will happen, maybe not. We will see. I'm really stoked because Miriam does such a great job. We had a vocal assessment, so she was looking at my voice. How am I speaking normally? How am I speaking when I am like in sending mode? And where is my range? And we figured, or she figured, I really didn't figure anything, but she figured that I have quite a what did she say? Like flexible voice, so I can go very down and high. I mean, I already knew that I can go very high, but hearing it from her and that my technique going up is not quite bad because I am relaxed there. This does something to your mind. It's really nice to hear professional. She's teaching for 20 years now, and she is and she's working as a musician. So it really is something to hear that you kind of have a good technique, even though you didn't really learn how to use it. So it was kind of intuitive, and it worked out in the end. And I'm really happy. I'm happy with the lessons. I had 2 lessons now out of 5. I bought the starter package, and she asked me what I want to do. And funny enough, she just became interested in harsh vocals beginning this year, I think, or for a year now. And she was going to Britta Gert's harsh vocal camp, where also Tony Linke is. And Britta will be my harsh vocal teacher in December. I got some vouchers for my birthday, which was like 1 or 2 weeks ago now. Don't know when I upload the video. And I am really stoked. So my current normal teacher had a lesson with my upcoming harsh vocal teacher. So we are kind of like on the same, how do you say, wavelength. It's awesome. It's an awesome session, and I learn a lot. And I hope I can take it all in and keep it in and use it, of course. So I wrote down some notes, and I thought that I would go down to all of the stuff that we were talking about in the first lesson, so I can record it for myself, for anybody who's interested. And I would say we start now. I can tell you right now, I will have chapters, and at the end it will be a bit louder since there's some how do you call it, like vocal runs or something. Like she's playing something on the piano, I will have my phones in. I might play the sound then, and I would just, repeat the tones with the technique. The technique we were practicing was kind of like a twang. I don't have, I feel a lack of foundation, of volume or mass to produce a proper sound. And it kind of showed in the vocal assessment that there is a range in my chest voice where it's kind of lacking some fullness or richness of the sound. And maybe I'm able to get rid of this. Miriam was telling me that she believes that I have all the puzzle pieces and that I just need somebody to put them all in place. and we will see. Yeah, so let's see how this goes. It's like a cold start. I'm really good in kind of like imitating somebody. So if Miriam is singing and I can sing along, it's kind of intuitive to get to her notes, not her level, but her notes. We will see if I can hit anything or if it's a total mess. That's part of the journey, I guess. So this will be my routine now for the next week until I have my next lesson and we'll get new stuff. So we will start with basic singer stance. Then we go through breathing. Then comes the Ali phase. Awesome, awesome stuff. Then we will tackle some outer throat muscle exercises and inner throat muscle exercises. And then we come to yawning, singing with yawning. Those are the first vocal runs. And there was something really crazy. I hope I can show you. Like the head voice, the falsetto in yawning goes so deep. It's crazy. I hope I can reach the same level that I did in the lessons, because I was like, what? This is my falsetto voice? No way. And in the end, there will be the twang with the vocal run, note run. Really interesting. And it is a twang without nose. Awesome. Awesome. Because, you know, all the videos before, I was like, nah, 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 nah. You hear this? It's totally nasal placement. And I want to get rid of it because Miriam said something in the vocal assessment that stuck with me. She was saying that when you have a cold, you should still be able to sing. Like a full nose shouldn't stop you from performing like kind of like you always do. I know, I mean, I might have taken it too tight, like too narrow-minded. There will probably be a lot of techniques or whatsoever that you can't do. For example, nasal placement. But having a twang that isn't nasal placed, so when I would have a cold, I can still use it. Awesome. Also, I'm looking down again, you know, and Miriam told me, she was like, okay, what's in this corner? Because I was singing stuff, and she was like, okay, you always look to this way. I was even turning my head. I do believe that it was because I was kind of shy of her presence while performing. I laid this off in the second session, so I got used to it, which is good. When I want to perform on the stage, I should be able to perform and look to the audience. I think might be a better stage presence than looking away and everybody's like, where's he looking at? It could become a meme though. I don't know. Yeah. So I will try to focus to look into the lens and imagine it's like a crowd or somebody I'm singing to. And the problem is that this is my, like, when I think of something, it's not just being shy and not being able to look somebody in the eye, which I'm normally not. It's more of a thinking pose. So even if I'm on the PC working and I'm thinking about something, my eyes will wander off. Like, my mind will search for something in the upper left of my brain, and my eyes are kind of like forcing my thoughts to go there. Crazy stuff. Yeah, I learn a lot about myself. I will still drink some tea, some ginger stuff. I'm taking some pills right now that that will lose some of the slime, some of the excess. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go into detail, but it's kind of crazy how long I cough. It usually takes like 1 to 2 months to fully recover from coughing, but it's not like right now I can take a deep inhale, I won't feel any tickle or something, and then all of a sudden, yeah, and that's pretty much it. And this will take a month or two to fully recover, and then I'm good for a year, and then it comes back. Totally annoying. But she also told me that some of the exercises we do will force some I call it liquid. I mean, it's not liquid. Let's call it slime snort, maybe. I'm not really sure what this is, but the excess that it's a clearing process. You know, like false chords. You normally do this to clear your throat, so there will occasionally come something out. Okay, so let's start with the stance. Singer stance, kind of interesting concept there. It's a really, it's like a, I won't, I mean, it's not a military pose, but by the strictness of the posing, it could be military. You have like a hip wide stance. You will pivot your hips so you don't have like a duck tail or the opposite. You have to have not really locked out knees, a bit of bending in there. Of course, straight back. Get your chest up, but don't like overstretch it. Your shoulders will go up and down. You will have a little bit of, yeah, it's not really stress or something or tension, but you will definitely feel something different if you're not used to stay like this. And your head, of course, really important here. It not only goes up and you keep the turtleneck, but it also goes back and then up. And I feel like doing like this, I mean, it's like featherweight moving. It's crazy. It feels like it's the perfect stance for everything. If I go on my toes now, I could be a dancer. Like it feels kind of like a ballet as well, which I always feel like it's kind of like military, right? Everybody's uniform. Everybody has this straight body stance. No failure accepted. But we are here to make failures so we can learn from them. Yeah, so this is pretty much the stance. I will, like for me, sitting on the PC all the time, I do have this, like a crouch back. My shoulders will go forward once in a while, and my head will kind of go into the turtleneck. Also, I do want to believe that I'm not really a turtleneck guy, but sometimes I feel like I'm right here maybe. Will be interesting to see the recording, so I will get this, do this. I'm not really tucking, like I'm not really pushing my shin into a double shin. I would just go back a bit. And it's also like it's a really nice exercise, to be honest. It feels kind of well. It feels natural, like it should be like this. But also, if you walk like this on the street, you have to have a lot of self confidence, or you just are on another level. Okay, so the next one is breathing. Another interesting concept, which I did pick up before, but I kind of forgot, was the diaphragm. Is it called diaphragm or diaphragm because of the G? I think you kind of swallowed the G and you don't really pronounce it. So let's stick with diaphragm. I'm not a native anyway, so I butcher a lot of words. That I imagine them as the diaphragm of being like two bowls. I mean, this is exaggerated, but like underneath each lung, you have one of those. The right side, I think, will be a bit upper because of the liver. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's the other side, but one of the both is asymmetrical. And if you breathe in, they will, really important for me, they will suck the air in. You don't like push it downwards, you suck it in, and then they go down like the other way around. And if you breathe out, they come up again. So they push out the air. But it's not really a pushing. It's just so. I'm a big guy of visualizations. I learn like this much better than just bare concepts. So for me, having this, okay, two bowls upside down, they push inside when I breathe in, and they push back up when I get the air out. Super awesome for me. Maybe it helps somebody out there as well. So there are three exercises. One is the diaphragm breathing that we all know. You can't see it right now because of the lens, but you put your hands on lower rib cage. And when you breathe in, you kind of, you don't tuck your shoulders in. They are loose, really loose, but you breathe your hands out. So when you breathe in, they move out, and when you breathe out, they go back in, and it's really nice. So I can breathe my hands out, man. It's awesome, and you just do this to get a good feeling about it. Which we harsh vocal practitioners, we know where the diaphragm is because we can feel it then. But people who can't really feel it, she was telling me some exercises. I would stick with the because it works so well for me. But there are other ways. I didn't really write them down because of my knowledge already. But if you don't know where diaphragm is, put your hand on the solar plexus and just say, and then you feel, at least I do, maybe it's not for everybody, but you will feel like the contraction underneath, and yeah, that's pretty much where your diaphragm is. Okay, so really interesting. She is, how do you say, learned? Or she learned to be a classic musician and a pop musician, and those are like contradicting teachings. And she has both worlds in mind, and she's like really open to have a fluid concept, which is great because she doesn't think in boxes, rather in synergies. So her knowledge does give some nice visual examples though. Like the next exercise, it's more like you put your hands on the top of your rib cage, and when you breathe in, let's try to, like, I'm on my tiptoes, and if I breathe in, I will push my hands out. You see this? How big my rib cage became? And now I will try to make an F sound, but keep the wideness of my rib cage. Okay, so back to default. Breathe in. And as soon as I think I'm collapsing, or not really collapsing, but as soon as I can't hold the tension to, like, having the volume of my rib cage up, I will breathe out. Awesome exercise. It will produce a lot of power to your voice. And she was saying, like, there are like opera singers or classic singers, and they will pump up their chest and stand there with their big chests and just sing, and it's so loud and powerful. Volume is not necessarily the thing about this, but the power there. And she was also saying that there are like breathers and exhalers. So some people feel better when exhaling, and some better with a lot of air in. And a lot of people with like puffy chests are more of the breathers, so they have a lot of air inside their systems all the time, which means they can produce a lot of power. Yeah, really interesting, man. I'm telling you, it's like, such a good session. Okay, and the next one is hand on the solar plexus again. Do the F sound rather fast, not too fast. It's more of a feeling exercise. To see that the sound goes out, but the diaphragm goes in. It's just like for people that don't really know what they are doing right now, I think. For me, it is a nice takeaway. So I do have something to get to know my body even more. I mean, yeah, I would say I'm pretty self-aware, but you never stop learning, right? So let's check if the microphone is still recording. Check. Yeah, still working. Okay, let's continue. The Ali phase. This is my favorite, all-time favorite. So this is about strengthening your outer muscles of your throat, or is this throat or neck? Not sure about the vocabulary there. So when you move your head to the left or the right, there are two, like, let's call them rotator muscles, because I'm not sure, like two strains, they attach to the back of your ears, like behind the ears, like they go in your skull, I think. I did have some anatomy lessons, so I think I remember correct. And they will go down, yeah, to your, is it the collarbone? Somewhere there. Somewhere there. You see them? And yeah, so the Ali face, I almost did the Ali face. So your lower face will go down, like you're really sad, and your upper face will go up, and you will create a lot of tension. And then you open your mouth. Really important note here: don't do a turtleneck, tuck back, but don't tuck in, just tuck back. Neutral stance, like the singer stance, right? So, oh, I'm so sad right now. This is really sad, and this is really surprised. And now I open my mouth. I feel it here. Those muscles, they are working out right now. It's not a lot of tension. When I first did it, I was thinking about, oh, this is really tensing up. But then I realigned. I did a normal yawn. And you know, doing the yawn, instead of grinning, you just pull down. You see the difference? My mouth, the wideness of my mouth keeps the same, like on the bottom, but up here, instead of, for me, yawning is more of a grin. Pull this down. And then something locks in here. And it's nice. It's like working out. And you will keep this stance. Oh, and of course do the surprise. You will keep this face, the Ali face, for 9 seconds. And then you will stretch out. Bit of back here, front, realign. Let's do this 9 seconds. I will count in my head. Really sad right now. Really surprised right now. Alright, this was about, I hope it was about the time. Let's see. Must look so funny. And a really important thing, if you want to spice it up a bit, you know, you can create this tension where you just like vibrate because of over tensing. You're not like, you don't have to flex a lot, but you can kind of tense. She had a name for it. I didn't write it down. I didn't look it up either. So if you know what the name is, write it in the comments. So if you hold your hand, maybe you can see it in my hand. So my hand is not shaking at all right now, right? But if I flex my, not flexing, if I tense something inside, I'm not even sure if it's the muscles or the, what is the, in German it's called Sehnen, where it's connected. So if you see this? It's shaking, but my arm can still move, but I'm creating like an overtension something. And you can do this with your head without the Ali face. Do you see the shake? Not even sure if you can see it, to be honest. It's such a slight movement for me. But what's interesting is that it kind of comes from the attachment point on the back of your skull. There is a bit of, it's not a real pressure, but you can feel that it's originating there. Yeah, so you do the Ali face and then the shake, the overtensing. So Ali face. stretch out. It's really a nice feeling. Yeah, it can't be only me. It's really a nice feeling. Okay, so after the outside of the throat, we go into the inside. And this is interesting because we will reach a point where I have to do something that I can't do right now, which is the fry stream. Or at least the the fry. Yeah, it's such a weird concept, right? Everyone has different words for the same stuff. We were going back and forth with, oh, do you know this and that? So basically, this will be the point where I do stuff different than she will teach because of my level of knowledge and experience. She is singing her whole life long, so she knows perfectly what is. I don't. I do have a video where she's talking to me. I won't show this though because, you know, contract-wise, I don't want to expose her lessons without her knowing it. Maybe I will ask her what she thinks about it or something, but not like this. So there's the she calls it the it's a free translation of myself. Yeah, it's a glottal schlag, she was saying. So I do translate it as glottal hit, which is a really slight sound where I really had problems before figuring out what this sound is. I hope you can hear this. Wait, let me see in the... It's really not... I'm not producing anything, and it's such a weird sound. And the funny thing is, I do have some memories of me producing this sound, but I'm not really sure how. I do have some fond memories of other sounds that I was producing as a child or on a regular basis, but this sound, it's so familiar, though totally, yeah, it feels like I never experienced it before, but I do have memories about it that I can't grasp. So I do have a connection to the sound, maybe because it's the base level of voice. It's like the least amount of voice you can do, kinda. I hope I said it right, Miriam, if you're watching this. The next one is the hard glottal, which will be the we all know this sound. You do have, it does feel like there is no tension, but there really is tension. The next one is the she calls it the Dino glottal, which I love. It's the one that I'm stuck with. The yeah, yeah. This one, and the other one is the fry. When she did the fry, she was starting with a yawn. And this is it, I think. The most relaxed feeling in your throat. And all of those exercises are for experimenting. Learn where your sound origins from. I didn't put a lot of time into this, to be honest. Like, I was chasing the final product of a sound. I didn't put a lot of emphasis on the beginning of a sound. So the journey has to start somewhere at the base camp, and the base camp is the larynx and the voice box. So knowing where it originates, like the sound, I wouldn't have guessed that this is an actual sound coming from the voice box. I thought it's something. It doesn't even feel like a sound anymore. It's, it's the air, and yeah, it's opened ever so slightly. For the next stage, I have to take my in-ears, which I hope are on. now comes the piano notes where I will yawn over, and it's really like the softest yawn you can do. And then it's like something like this, and it reminds me of the old exercise from Scream Theory. The it's kind of the same. It's crazy. It's all connected. It's all connected. So I will have my video here, and listen to it. I did write down the exact point, 10 minutes and 10 seconds in the video. So I'm skipping there right now. And then it goes. And this has to be in a range where it's really accessible for your voice without any straining. I do feel like that I'm quite a bit excited about this, and I didn't really do the exercise correct. So there it is. This would be with chest voice. I feel like I have to exercise this a lot off screen. And also I have a light feeling in the head. Miriam was saying that this could be because of a lot of air in my system, which I wasn't used to. So yeah, so let's continue with the next one, which is quite interesting. Oh, there goes the in-ear. The next one will be the placement of the twang. I hope I can reproduce it here. So it's kind of like you have this vibrating box here, and by sighing, there it is. There's a lot of vibration. Right where my larynx is, there, it's like a vibrating area, and right there's the vibration field, and you want to feel it and put the twang behind. So and the nose sound comes out. It comes from your nose into your throat. Hey, hey. See, it's not in my nose. Hey, 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 hey. Yay! 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 Oh, there's the break. But you know what I mean? It's crazy, isn't it? There's a lot of sound in my voice coming from me in this room, and I'm not even pushing anything. It's just there, just a placement, and it's not in my nose. Right now, I'm still like I have something in my nose, but hey, hey, it's the same. This is in my nose. Hey, that is not. Hey, not in my nose. It's hard for me still to talk like this, but hey, that is not. Hey, not in my nose. Hey, hey, yay, 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 yay. It's not on my nose. It's so nice. And she was saying like, don't hide yourself. Come out. You have a beautiful voice. I felt it. I totally felt this. I was up and beyond. And now, to put it in a musical context, we will do the exercise opening into a ah. So, yeah, yeah. You know, to keep the sound where it's supposed to be. And in the end, the higher sounds, I think it's only the A's. I will listen and repeat. Hey, yeah, yeah. Really nice. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now it's my part. Ah. Yeah. 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 It's not in my nose. Not in my nose. It's so nice. It's so I can't even tell you how happy I am that I was able to get this feeling. And then she was I think this is the song that we will practice, Another Day in Paradise. And I have to look up the lyrics even though I know the song so well normally. She calls out to the man on the street, just to put it in a musical context. So it's, I think the line goes, she calls out to the man in the streets. So this is how I normally sing it, but now putting it in the twang thingy. Ah, ah. calls out to the man in the streets. Man. She calls out to the man in the street. I normally wouldn't sing like this, but it has a nice feeling. I'm still holding back though. She calls out to the man in the street. Sir, can you help me? I'm not sure there, I'm kind of freestyling. She was just saying like, so you can, you do those exercises and you should have a musical context, just to know where the journey goes. So I will not practice the song now. I just wanted to show you where the journey might go. Let me do one that feels like natural and where I feel like, okay, this is me right now. Let's do like maybe, yeah, I don't have the melody really there, but maybe for verse 1. She goes out to the man on the street. Sir, can you help me? It's cold and I've nowhere to sleep. Is there somewhere you can tell me? He walks on, doesn't look back. He pretends he can hear her. Starts to whistle as he crosses the street. Seems embarrassed to be there. Oh, think twice, 'cause it's another day for you and me in paradise. Oh, think twice, 'cause it's another day for you and me in paradise. At least this is how I remember the song. Okay, and you see, I don't put a lot of power normally in my singing when I do something like this. And going to the twang placement. Hey. She goes out to the man in the streets. She goes out to the man in the streets. It's hard. Oh man. Maybe it's a good idea to put your fingers around your nose and just, this is talking nasally and just doing and that's a lot of work I have to put in there. Damn it. She was saying that some air and there's some tone from the noise, it's not a problem at all. Like it is what it is, right? But I really want to nail this technique, to be honest. It feels so nice. Yeah, so this was basically it. I will put a link to Miriam's website in the description. I think everybody should know who she is. Awesome person. I will definitely talk about the lessons more often. I need to have the bass down. And also, I did want to do something today. Maybe I do it, maybe not. Like the twang placement and then go into a scream. Should we do it once? Yeah, come on. Shouldn't we? Yeah, come on. So to the A. So find your vibrations field. Oh. There it is. Yeah. Nice false chord. Yeah. 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 I tried to keep the placement there. Yeah. Yeah. hey, yeah, Nope. This is the scream today with this. Did it sound actually decent or didn't it? I'm not sure. I'm still not sure about my technique. You see, a lot of self-esteem is not there yet. But I'm looking forward to Britta's lesson. I do want to nail the freaking fry. I really want to. I'm not even sure why. I think it's just like my head saying like, dude, if you don't nail it, if you don't at least try your very, very best, and the very, very best ends at least after some professional feedback. Before this, it's not the very, very best. I mean, it's my very, very best, but it's not the very best I can get from like all the information I have there. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. To be honest, I hope you enjoyed this this video, which did went up to 48 minutes again. Yeah, so back to basics, I'd say, and so happy to be back, and see you next time. Peace.